Hey y'all, this is not a talking situation. If we could mute up, please. I'm gonna record this for future airing. Thank you. All right, welcome everybody. This is a pop-up that I was inspired to do from my new book, When the Wrong One Comes, identifying the wrong one. If you would do me a favor, is invite and share. I appreciate it. I won't hold you long. If you're on YouTube, if you would just hit the thumbs up on YouTube. If you're watching, just hit the thumbs up. TikTok, all platforms that we are on. Welcome everybody. This is When the Right One Comes, and it's a pop-up. If you would share, I appreciate it. Welcome to those that are on TikTok, Facebook, When the Right One Comes YouTube channel. Also on Clubhouse. All other platforms, this will be deleted. It will be on my YouTube channel and Clubhouse. You can listen and also will become a part of my podcast. Welcome, though. I want to, in my book, and if you have not gotten my book, I signed over 100 copies, and they'll be sent out the beginning of the week. They've been shipped to the company to send out, but you can still get a copy, and you can get it several ways. I would that you go to my website and get it. And it's called When the Wrong One Comes. It came out officially on Monday, and you can go to Barnes and Noble if you like to get it. You can go to Kindle. You can go to Audible and get it, and you can go to Amazon. I've ordered it from everywhere. I always test my own stuff, but if you don't have it, you can also go to my website. Now, one thing about going to Barnes and Noble and Audible and all that, I won't see that money probably until next quarter, and it's pennies because everybody gets their part in it. So if you go to my website, because it is about it's about making money. All right. If you write a book, you should want to make money. So you go to my website and you'll get it. You'll get it fast. You won't get a signed copy though, because I'm done signing copies, and it's $19.99 all over. So I want to talk about, and there is on page 37 of my book, and I'm teaching directly out of my book. My publisher asked me to put this in the book, and I had said no. And we went back and forward, and I decided to yield, and I'm so glad because it stuck in my heart after rereading it, going through my book. I decided to put this chapter in. Now, the challenge of being a single mother and dating. I'm not a single mother, but I married a woman who was, and I know the difficulties and the challenges that she faced. And so I want to share a little bit. When you think about being a single mother, and this will even help brothers. When you think about being a single mother, a single mother not only has to make decisions for herself, but she has to make, or should, shall I say, she should make decisions in dating a man, not only for her, but for the well-being of her children. Most men have to move in. Probably the mother has full custody or sharing custody. Most children live with their mother most of the time, unless there's a extenuating circumstance. So while even if the man has a place and they move in with the man and he has better living conditions or he has a bigger house, the children still have to live with this new man. In many cases, it's not the other way around. In many cases, a man don't have custody full time of his children. There are some circumstances. I'm not talking about in every situation. Everything is not law. What I'm saying, all right, but I'm talking about most of the time. And so she has to think about and make sure that this man that I'm bringing in or I'm going to live with my children is, number one, not a pedophile. He doesn't have a record of pedophilia. All right. She has to make sure that if he's never been a father before, does he have the temperament? Are y'all listening to me? Does he have the temperament of being a father if he's never had children before? Welcome, everybody. This is a pop-up, the challenge of being a single mother and dating. All right. This is a whole chapter in my new book, and I wanted to talk about it. You can go to gregdavisshow.com and get the book. You can go to Barnes and Noble. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Audible and listen to it. It's about a 3-hour read. You can go to get it digitally, and it will be everywhere. And so the mother has to not just consent. That's why you've heard a lot of mothers say, I'm gonna wait till my child gets out of the house before I date. Hey, Lens, because they don't even want to go through that. Or if the child is near the age, and I hope some brothers are watching me, because this will give you the temperament. If you're in love with a woman or you want to date that woman, she has children, brothers, and you don't have the temperament for somebody else's kids. All right. I haven't even gotten to the baby daddy and all that stuff. But single mothers, I think they are overlooked. I think a man don't understand that everything he could be a great man, but after you trust him, then you got to verify trust. Are y'all listening to me? You can't just take him for his word. You have to somebody put in the chat, trust and verify. Trust and verify before you bring him in. He may be a good boyfriend, But is he going to be a good second father? He may make you feel good, but your children are miserable. Y'all not saying nothing. Just because he's a good man to you, and mothers who are not who are only concerned about their flesh crawling and need companionship and not concerned about whether or not he's going to be. It's more than just you. If you have one child, it's more than just you. If you have two, it's more. And it, especially if you have, it's in my book, Mika. I didn't see me sign a book for you, Mika. Especially if you have girls or have a girl. Are y'all listening to me? Hell, especially if you have boys too. You don't know what people. You better be watching your boys too. You better be watching your boys too. Let me say it again. You better be watching your boys too. All right. And so there's the challenge of, I got to make sure that this man fits, Jessica, the dynamics of the way my family is set up. And then, ladies, you cannot make the young man think that he's the man of the house. I never forget my son Derek, who was already 15, 16 years old. All right. Went and he had the entire basement. He had the whole entire basement. He thought he was the man of the house. You know, walking around with his shirt off, and I happened to move into her house. All right, because I was living in a loft. It wasn't good enough. She had 2 kids. And I moved in her house, and he challenged me. Now, mind you, I wasn't trying to be his father. And I let him know, I ain't trying to be your father. All right. I got 2 kids already. I got 2 kids already. At the time I had 2 boys. I have 2 kids already. I'm not trying to be your father. I can be your bonus dad. I didn't even try to make him or Erica call me daddy. I let them pick whatever they wanted to pick. The mistake men make is they want to force themselves. You're going to call me. You're going to call me this. No. They can't call you what you're not. They can't call you what you're not. Are y'all listening to me? Welcome to the pop-up, the challenge of being single mother. This is a pop-up. We have our clubhouse room at 3:00 today. I know, but I was led to do this, and I'm teaching from my book. When the wrong one comes, you need to get it. If somebody could pin my website up there, please, Carolyn. Somebody pin my on Clubhouse. And so you don't realize as a single mother, then you have to figure out. You have to always think like you're gonna find that man and prepare your children. Y'all know one day mama can't be by herself. Are y'all listening to me? Mama can't be by herself. You're preparing them that this dynamic, you got to teach where you want to go. I tell pastors that are young pastors I talk to all the time. You can't just tell your people that you're getting ready to move them across town. You got to teach them that we're expanding. You got to teach people where they were. Same way with your children. Are y'all listening to me? You got to prepare them. Y'all know mama ain't gonna be by herself all the time. And so you got to prepare them. You know, as they get older, then you let them know mama got needs too. Huh? You can't just pop up and say, you know, when I was younger, you know, all the kids in the block had uncles. That's my uncle. That's Godfather. They come home from school. Uncle was coming out of the bedroom. Didn't understand why uncle was half naked. But anyway, that's another subject. You got to tell them where you're going. All right. And then so you gotta figure out, first of all, you got to identify whether they're the right one or the wrong one. That's why I wrote this book, Identifying the Right One, the Wrong One, rather. You got to identify. But while you identifying, you can't just identify them for you. If you're learning anything, put a 1 in the chat. You can't just identify them for you. You have to identify them for the whole family. You're not just picking. You're not just picking for you. If you're a single mother, put a 2 in the chat. If you're a single mother, put a 2 in the chat. You can't just identify. You can't just identify for you. You have to identify whether they're right or wrong for your children. Do this fit the family dynamic? Does this fit the, well, I know, Rob, huh? Does this fit the family unit? And sometimes you may like them. You may even fall in love with them, but you may have to walk away from them because of your children. There's some of you that are watching me and listening to me. You have to walk away from somebody because it just didn't fit the whole family dynamic. You can't force a man on children that you haven't taught, that you bringing somebody in, and then if you do your work in advance, then you won't have to do no work when they come, when man come. Then you gotta figure out. Then you gotta figure out, Rob, come on. That you could say that all day long till you get in there. Brother saying that's why you should stay with your father's children. You don't stay with your father's children if it's abusive and if it ain't working. And if that ain't what. No, we ain't talking today, Rob. I'm taping. So you it don't all the time work out. All right. And so when you decide that this is somebody that may be good, it got to be good for them too. The dynamic has to be good for both parties. Just because you want him and your kids, like, that's why you don't bring your children, you don't bring a man over your children until you're sure about him for you and them. I'm walking the journey, y'all. I'm walking the journey. You don't bring a man in over your children. All right? That's not good for you and them and him. Test and trust and verify, and test and verify. You get so excited and you want to introduce every man that you meet to your children. I want to see how he do. I want to see how they act around. How many men you going to do that with? Oh, you see the way they smile when they saw him? Huh? This man may be on the list. So you have to, right, Rob, you have you have to make sure before you introduce them. You have to make sure before you introduce them to Uncle Leroy. All right? Uncle Tyrone. And stop lying. Just say, this is my friend. Friend is okay. It's okay to say that this is your friend. This is my friend. Not even your boyfriend. This is my friend. All right? Because remember, single mothers, remember, if you have a girl, a daughter She's watching how you handle yourself, and she's being molded to what you do. I'm teaching. Ain't nobody saying nothing. This is a pop-up, the challenge of being a single mother and dating. We're almost done. This is a chapter in my book. As soon as you get the book, page 37, it starts off talking about the challenge of being a single mother. You can go to gregdavisshow.com. All right, go to gregdavisshow.com, order it. You can go to Barnes and Noble. You can go to Kindle. You can go to Audible. You can go to Amazon Prime. All right, I prefer you go to gregdavisshow.com. This is identifying the wrong one. All right, identifying the wrong one as a single mother. So you're bringing this person around, and your daughter is watching how you handle this man. You are already forming her opinion on how to deal with a man. You're bringing this man around your son, and he's going to watch how you, if he's not had a man around, he's going to watch how this man interacts with you. Ladies that are single mothers has a lot to deal with. Then you got to know, does he have children that he's in their life? If he has children and he's in their life, then and on a regular basis, then now you're talking about blending, even if it ain't but for every weekend. Is this dynamic of blending going to work? All right. Okay. What if he ain't in their life? What if he ain't in their life? Then that's another whole dynamic. These are things that you have to think about. I'm almost done. These are things that you have to think about while you're dating. You're not just dating just for you. You are dating for your whole family unit as a single mother. So if he has kids and he don't spend time with his kids, is he going to spend time with yours? There are some specific situations where there may be some extenuating circumstances where the dynamic don't work, where he can't spend time with his kids. He got a mother that's crazy. He got a baby mama that's crazy. I don't like saying baby mama, but he got a baby mama that's crazy. All right. Check and verify. He's not necessarily a bad father. Trust me when I tell you, he's not necessarily a bad father because he don't see his kids. Everything is not cutting. Oh, he don't see his kids. He don't see that. Trust me when I tell you, there are some mothers, because they have problems with the father, then they punish the father. Check and verify. And then another challenge, and it's in the book. Time is not on your side. I say this is one of the points I make. Between working, running a household, raising kids, and you got a man that want to see you all the time, and he wants space, he wants some more of your time, and you don't have but 10% time just for you, then you got to deal with the scheduling. Wow, you don't never spend no time with me. If he's not sensitive, there are some things that are off limits, brothers, when it comes to dating a woman with kids. Complaining about her time. Let me teach Miss Cheryl. Complaining about her time, not seeing you, and her time is being spent with her kids. That's off the limits. Are y'all listening to me? That's off limits. You don't complain about a woman that's spending time with her kids. That's off limits. Ladies, are y'all listening? That's a red flag. That's a non-negotiable. You don't complain. They don't get to complain about your time with your children. Now, if you out partying, that could be some time, or you out enjoying yourself alone and you're seeing somebody, then he has a right to say something. But a man doesn't have a right. Huh? The second thing I say in the book, when you get married, you and your husband come first. But until you get married, number two, the babies come first. Your children come first. A man don't get the status as in dating that he gets. Are y'all with me? Did I lose y'all on this one? If I'm helping you, put a 2 in the chat. A man don't get the status of coming first and he's not married to you. One of the chief of police, former chief of police, was reading my book, and he said, Bishop, I don't understand something. I don't understand something. I don't understand something. I said, what you don't say? He said, you said to the single mothers that their babies come first. I said, they do. He said, I thought it was God first, your husband, the wife, and then I said, she's not married to him. Until you marry him, you don't give him the first place. Y'all not saying nothing. You don't give a man first place if he hasn't given you a first ring. If he hasn't said, huh? Are y'all listening to me? Why would you give a man that you're not married to first place over your children? You don't give him first place. Then y'all not saying nothing. Huh? Then in the book, I talk about the judgment from the community, the judgment from those that are around you, being a single mother. A woman has to deal with more judgment than a man. A woman can't just go out with 3 or 4 people pulling up to the house and have children. A man can do it. Y'all not saying nothing. She's going to be labeled as a hoe. He's going to be labeled, that's just a man. There's a viral thing going around right now of a young lady, and I hate that it's going around, who had to stand and apologize to the church. Now that's their culture. All right? They Pentecostal, and that's their culture. They living in the dark ages. Some people say it's a cult. That's just their culture. All right? And she, the pastor went too far when he was talking about you can't have a baby shower. That's crazy. You ain't controlling my life now. I'm gonna have a baby shower. Huh? That's not love. Now, I ain't hitting him for believing it. And the daughter and the young lady and the mother came out, say they love their pastor. All right? They love their pastor, leave their pastor alone. Somebody went in there popping off, want to jump on the pastor, talking about they're going to close church down. You out of order. That's the way they run their church. That's their business. I don't agree with it, because the problem I have, where's the man? Where's the man? If you can't bring the man, Jesus said, where, you notice Jesus let the woman go that they was about to stone because there was no man with her. Where the man at? Are y'all listening? Don't stand her up in front of the church without the man. They both was wrong. She laid down with a man. She laid down with a man. That's the indictment I have. But I'm just trying to show you how women are looked upon. Are y'all listening to me? Put a 2 in the chat if you're listening, if you're getting it. So a woman, she can't just pull up with a different man. Date them all, sis, yes, but she can't do it in front of her house. So then she got judgment from her family. You just dating everybody. You just talking to everybody. Dating is data. But she's going to be looked upon. Then they asking the question, why are you still single? Huh? Don't you think you should focus on your children? All this crazy stuff. You should focus on your children. Why are you out here? Because she got needs. She got needs. She got needs just like a single woman that ain't got kids. Actually, the woman that got kids, she know what it feel like to have sex. The woman that don't, she a virgin. She don't know. So she, She got needs. She got needs. She got children and needs. Y'all not saying nothing. And then number 4 in the book, I'm not going to give it all to you. You got to get the book. Number 4 in the book, you got to find somebody that gets it. Not everyone, ladies, y'all got to get this. Not everyone, not every man understands dating a woman with children. He could like you, but don't like your children. He could like you and don't want children. He's playing that game. If I just stay away from her children, I ain't got to deal with them. If I never marry her, then I ain't got to deal with her children. So you gotta find somebody that gets it. Not everyone is ready to date a woman with kids, especially when those kids involved in everything from school plays to Saturday morning basketball. Huh? The pool is not that big. The pool of men is not that big that will embrace a woman that is active with her children. Are y'all listening to me? He may like you, but do he like your children? Then you got to figure out when to introduce the kids. When do you introduce them? I'm closing. If you're enjoying this and you got anything out of it, put a 5 in the chat. When is the right time, Ramonia, to introduce your children? When do I introduce them? Do I introduce them once we start dating, or do I introduce them after we start dating and we are committed, but I see how it's working? Because you can introduce them while you're dating and committed, and then y'all could break up. It's a chance you take. So if you're looking for me to tell you when do you, everybody got a different time. Huh? The stakes are too high. The question is this relationship serious enough to introduce them? That's the question that weighs heavy. I have that in the book. It weighs heavy. When do I introduce them? Is this the right time? Huh? Have you checked out his temperament? When do I introduce them? And then there's the money talk. There's the money talk. He want to see you all the time, but who's paying for the babysitter? Brother's gonna leave me now. Huh? Who gonna pay for the babysitter? You a single mother on the budget? Huh? Then he talking about you gonna pay some time. Hell, I'm trying to buy school clothes, man. Get out of here. At what point does he start helping you? Or should he help you? A single mother has to think about all this. What if she ain't got a village to lean on and he wants to go out all the time? She ain't got no mama or grandmama or big mama or cousins or sister, or you got all that, but they ain't no village. They out there doing their own thing. Nowadays, most grandmamas are almost they young. Lily, they out there doing their own thing. Grandmama 40 years old, 45 years old. Hell, she out there trying to find a man too. So you ain't got no village. Everybody's single. Granny's at 35 is wild to me, Bria. That's wild. Granny at 35. How old were they? Are y'all listening to me? And then you got the co-parenting drama. I'm done, y'all. Co-parenting drama. Co-parenting drama. You having legal issues with their baby father, with the baby daddy. Huh? You having legal drama. Do you want to bring that man into it? You want to bring that man into it? Does he even want to be bothered with that? Does he have enough capacity? When you go to talk about when you go to Jessica, when you go to talking about, does he, oh my God, that's all you talk about. No, you got, baby, this is a package deal. You got to deal with my legal drama. And then y'all won't mark them. When they start talking like that, y'all won't mark them. You seeing the red flags. You seeing the red flags. Oh, girl, I just like him so much, though. Woo, girl. And the sex. God almighty. He just ain't got no patience when it comes to my children. What the hell? What are you saying? What are you saying? You like him, but he ain't got no patience for your kids. You ain't got no patience for my kids. You ain't got no patience for me. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Some of y'all ain't saying nothing because you going through this right now. And you know in 2025, you got to identify them. That's why I wrote this book. In 2025, we are not going to deal with the wrong ones. You got to identify. You got to identify. I want you now to go to my website. I'm not asking for a seed or money for the master class or whatever, because this is a master class. I want you to get my book. All right. Information is on the screen. Carolyn is going to put it up on TikTok. Quay, if she could put it up on Instagram. Go now. When the Wrong One Comes. It's $19.99. It's the best $20 plus shipping and handling you're going to spend. It's 140 pages. I talk about what we talked about today. GregDavisShow.com. Go to Audible. You can get it now. Let me know you're going to get it. Put a check in the chat. Put in there, I'm getting it. Go to Kindle. Go to Audible. Go to Barnes and Noble. It's going to be in Walmart. It's going to be everywhere. If you don't have it yet, put a check in there and say, I'm going to get it. GregDavisShow.com. When the Wrong One Comes. If you're a single mother, get the book. There it is right there. Greg Davis Show. Hey, Eve, Dr. Eve. Greg Davis Show. Go get the book. Mika, you know I'll do that for you. Go get the book. Go get the book. Go get the book. Go get the book. GregDavisShow.com. Single mothers. There's a whole section in this book for you. Get the book. I talk about the wrong ones distract you. Toxic relationships. They bring out your toxicity. Danger of being with the wrong one. 10 psychological red flags to be aware of. Loneliness will cause you to get the wrong one. Loneliness, single mothers face in dating. Stop making the wrong right. What if I'm the wrong one? Psychological impact of breakups, relationships. When the wrong one comes versus the right one. Signs the relationship is not working. fear of rejection, emotional transparency, and vulnerability. What do men say they need from a relationship with a woman? Signs your relationship is stuck. Just because I want it doesn't mean it's good for me. Negotiating non-negotiables, breaking deal breakers, a man leading with money, crossing boundaries. That's the book, 140 pages. I need some more of you to say, Bishop, I'm going to the website. Thank you, Grace Ann. She said Audible. Let me know where y'all go and get it at. Come on, TikTok. Oh, no. Simply Butter. It's not just for a single mother. No. It's not just for a single mother. That's just 8-9 pages in the book. This is for somebody that's single, period. I'm just teaching on the single mother part today. That's all. That's just a part of. That's just a part of the book that I'm teaching on today. This is about identifying the wrong one. If you're, thank you for just purchasing it. Thank you. This is for all singles. I'm just talking today to single mothers. All right. I love y'all. 3 o'clock, we're in Clubhouse Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a great topic. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I teach. I appreciate y'all so much for this pop-up. Love y'all dearly. Thank you. Go purchase the book, please. Go purchase the book. All right. We're going to go with God on all platforms. Appreciate all of y'all for being here today. Thank you all so much. What they saying? Hold on. Oh, somebody reading it already. Hey, if you already got it and you reading it on Audible, can y'all do me a favor? Can you take a picture of it? Can you do a video and tag me? Can y'all do a video? I got it from Audible. How you enjoying it? Have you started reading it yet? And when y'all get y'all books, take a video, all right? And tag me on Instagram or Facebook. All right? Please do that. Those of y'all that got it on Audible, are y'all enjoying it? I'll have you ready because y'all just be getting it in. That ain't me talking, though. I got it from Audible, but I'm going to buy it from your site. Okay, thank you. Toshibas? I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, you downloaded for Audible right now. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. I love y'all. Make sure you take a picture that you got it on Audible and send me a video. Tag me. Put it in your story. Post it. All right. All right. I love y'all. Thank all of y'all for coming in. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Go with God, everybody. Go with God. Peace.